when I came up with the idea of Stadium Super Truck, as you can see, it has Traxxas on the hood. It's not a Ford, it's not a Chevy, it's not a Toyota, it's not a Jeep, it's not a Dodge. It's resembled off a Traxxas truck. So it was a purpose-built race car right from the beginning. Kind of the way I started with the series, I felt that it was something, if you could take a V8 supercar, a monster truck, a supercross bike, put them in a shoebox, rattle them up, bang, out comes a little baby Traxxas truck. Here in the front, we've got 18 inches of wheel travel. You hear the back of a supercross bike talking about 12 inches. We've got actually 18 inches of wheel travel in the front, 26 inches of wheel travel in the rear. What we've done is we've taken an LS7 and we've kind of shrunk it up the best we could, brought the assemblies for the drivetrain up. It's got a throttle body. It makes about 650 horsepower on pump gas, which is plenty of power to be able to ignite these Toyota tires to 100 miles an hour.
Well, the interesting there is the ratio, 1-to-1, a bit different to your road car.
Very different to any road car, and you know, even though it's a truck, you have to drive it more like a formula car, because if you get too happy with the steering wheel, it'll swap ends and bang, you'll be in the wall before you know it. One of the big questions over the weekend, I'm sure, Paul, is why is there a gas can inside the car? And the reason is it's a catch can. When we started racing with IndyCar and obviously racing with V8 Supercar, the last thing we want is another series saying, okay, well, these guys, you know, they oiled down the track or they did this to the racetrack. And because we run on timelines with television, we can't afford any downtime. So we've got our own catch system for all fluids. Water goes in there, power steering goes in there, the transmission, the rear gear, the engine, and then the driver can actually see if his catch can's full, because if he has a full catch can, he probably is pumped all the way out of the engine. You're better off just shutting it off.
It's good. It's a good gauge.
It's a good gauge. It's clear, and you can definitely see when it's full. And then back here we've got massive oil coolers, and I believe these are PWR oil coolers. It's got two that are connected together on the transmission and two that are connected together on the engine oil as well, with a big 16-inch fan drawn on all four of these coolers. When I came from NASCAR, there's one thing I ended up with was a whole bunch of fuel cells. And what are you gonna do with these fuel cells? I sized them up. I'm like, they'll fit right in the back of the truck. We'll use these things again. It gives us 20 gallons of fuel. It's good for about 35 minutes of racing.
When we compare that to the V8 supercar, I think they're the same weight.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
3,000 pounds is equivalent to 1,350 kilos, 1,375 kilos we run here. You've got the same horsepower, same rear end, different transmission, sort of similar vehicle.
Well, and you're missing your front bumper, so obviously you're going to drive them the same way as
Yeah,
well.
I learned that from you when you took Marcus Ambrose out.
Yeah, poor guy, huh?
Back to India.
Back to India. Oh, you know what? I'm getting in the wrong seat.
Yeah, well,
I was going to get in the driver's seat on this side.
Yeah, that happened to Boris said when he come here. He'd go to change gears and wind the window down.